Hi everyone, Maria here. So as you saw from the title, that I have three ways to drive traffic to your lead magnet. And these are three ways that I have am experimenting with myself, and I thought I'd share with you. I'm still working through some of them. So I'm not an expert, but I'm offering this as an opportunity to go along with me on this trip of providing lead magnets. So you have a lead magnet, which some of us have and some of us are working on them. I have some in my community, which are some of the courses that I have. So you want to get some eyes on them. Uh, but if you create them or you have them or you buy them, whatever you do, what's the use of having them and having freebies if no one sees them? And that's one of the hardest things is getting people to see them. So in this video, I'm going to talk about three simple 100% free ways, because we love the free ways, to drive traffic to your lead magnet. And you don't require any ads, no fancy software, just strategy that works. So tip number one, and this one, I really got this one from my one of my mentors, Bridget, and she's always taught me this. So I just want to share this tip with you. It is to post inside of Facebook groups, but not in a spammy way. You want to first offer value. For example, let's say that you have a lead magnet and checklist for affiliate marketers. So you go to a group where people are talking about affiliate marketing, where they're actually talking about it and interested in it. And you would post something like, "Hey, everyone, when I when I first started out, I was forgetting some key steps to set up, say like a funnel or an autoresponder, whatever. So I made this quick checklist to stay on track. If anyone wants it, let me know." You could put something like that. You're not forcing the link. You're actually offering help. And trust me, people will ask for it. Once they get a comment or two in your DM, then you could start sharing that link. That's one of the ways that she was talking about is that you go into a Facebook group that is of people that are like-minded and your avatar, and then you start talking about what you offer, just saying, "Hey, you see how the sentence there, when I first started out, you put it in your person, you're the one that started out, you just kept forgetting stuff." And how many people are just going, yes. And, I once took the Dale Carnegie classes, and one of the things they talked about was that if you can get people saying yes, or shaking their heads yes, then you really have won. Because as soon as they start saying yes, they're agreeing with you. Because you're saying, when I first started out, they're going, "Yeah, I started out, I kept forgetting, or I keep forgetting, or kept forgetting some key steps." Yeah. How many times you do that? Even seasoned professionals, like I was mentioning, my mentor, Bridget, she even has a daily checklist for her 4-hour work week. She has a daily checklist, and she's been at this for a while. But you do have to keep in mind that sometimes, well, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? Anyway, what I wanted to say was that's your first tip, is to post in the Facebook groups of people that are similar and are looking for what you're looking for and offer value. The second tip is to create TikTok or Reels. And then you create these short form video content on TikTok, Reels, or even YouTube Shorts. You don't have to give, you don't have to go viral. That's not what it's about. You have to have just uh, be consistent, have a strong hook, and a clear call to action. Now, yesterday I was watching a video on YouTube from Think Media with Neil Patel. Oh my gosh. If you haven't watched that video, go see it. It's Think Media, and it's Neil Patel was on. And if you don't know who he is, you should. Anyway, he talked about this. And this was something I was going to talk about today. And I saw him speaking about this yesterday, that the need to go viral is totally a different game. And that's what the gentleman from Think Media, I forgot his name, was saying, that the strategies that worked a few months ago are just changing. And the going viral is not it at all. You have to have something unique, something different. And Neil Patel said, to have hooks. Have a clear hook, even on every section of your video. If you have a hook, that would help, and a clear call to action. Well, we all know that, but going viral is not it. He said that if you are new or a season been in YouTube, the key is just getting people to watch, but not, you don't have to go viral and you don't have to have a huge number of subscribers. But here's a formula for creating the TikToks or the Reels. You start with the problem that your lead magnet solves, and we all know that. For instance, I'm working on a lead magnet right now, and it is the big problem that we all have, and it's just going to touch on a little bit because it's massive and it's for beginners, and it is like a checklist, and it is on lead generation. What? That is such a big one. Because if you're a marketer online, you need leads. And that's every class, every webinar, everywhere that I've gone that they talked about building a business online, that's been the problem that people have. They want to solve lead magnets. So I'm working on one now. And you also, so you start with the problem that the lead magnet solves. You give a quick tip, like a checklist. You say something like, if you want all the 10 tips, grab my checklist, links in the bio. So you're giving it away. But remember, you give it away in exchange for, you're building your email list with this. So to get the list, they have to drop their email so you can drop it, send it to them. So even if you get 100 views a day, that adds up. And guess what? People binge watch short videos. So keep showing up. Consistency again. So this also is important. Now, the third tip that I have for you today is YouTube banners and descriptions. Yeah, that is simple. It's easy to overlook, and believe you me, I'm always trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. So you need to update your channel banner, which I'm working on too, and the video description to include your lead magnet. And I just found this out that did you know this? That your banner has space for up to 5 links. So we need to put our links in our lead magnet link as the first one, and I'm working on that. So like I said, this is just me talking. I'm not the expert. I'm just giving you what I'm doing now. Also, in every video description includes something like free download and lead magnet, whatever you're going to put of your lead magnet included in your bio. People do click on the links, especially if your content is helpful. Excuse me. I'm choking here. So I hope this has been helpful, because the key tip here that I want to give that I've heard, and I heard from on that Think Media with Neil Patel, he said this so clearly: be consistent. You don't have to be everywhere. Another thing he said, but you do have to show up regularly. Post every day with a simple message, hook your viewer, give value, tell them where to go to get the freebie. What kind of word is that? Freebie. And hey, that is what I have for you today. Um, I'm doing all this too. That's why I'm sharing with you. So consider this not an expert or anything like that. I'm just throwing out what I'm starting to do and what seems to be catching on, as far as I'm doing it, and then I'm hearing these experts talk about it. So, yeah. So remember, go to Facebook groups and just be helpful. Tell people, like I said, I'm just be helpful. Don't drop anything in there, you get banned, but just offer up some help, some value, and then go over to TikTok and give those hooks. A hook is simple, and then over to YouTube, change the banner and add all those clickable links in your description, and be consistent. So that's what you have to do. So don't let your lead magnet, after you work so hard, because I know those are hard to put together. They take time. I know for me, not hard for some people, but for me, gather the dust. You don't want them to gather dust. You want to share them, you want to post them, you want to talk about them, and your audience actually needs them. So if this has been helpful in any way, let me know, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. And remember, be consistent. That's how you get moving. All right. Thanks. Bye bye.